take over.
They're on 41-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 yards on the pickup.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a game.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He pitches it. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
On for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That's complete to Jake Butt. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mixon. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Watch the ride, watch the ride. What's up? 79 Bronco.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
I got it. Mike.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch that, 19 Mike. Mike, 54. Watch the slip.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Ready to work.
You can't block me.
from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 54. Mike.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ran, tough. Mike 29. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Check pass. Check nickel. Watch safety.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. On the ball. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Lock in. I'm coming. Chance. Hatchet.
Trubisky to throw again. Rolling to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I don't think you got it, sir. Watch twist. Ball. Watch the shit. 29.
Again, it's Trubisky rolling to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bengals take
the
over.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's our time. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch street. 19. Right here. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
This is Mixon. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, come on. Hey, smash. Right there. 54. Right there.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow going deep down, and that's caught inside the 30.
I'm only going to be out in the
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 62 yards. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now Trubisky to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The drive starts with a completion left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
At the 9-yard line.
On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Off the option, that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
From a yard out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Aldrich throws.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Check 13. Alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check. Let's go.
Now Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Henderson going to run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Get that ball. 29 is the Mike 29. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Trubisky.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Down, Panthers.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28. Yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bengals.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
35-yard line.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, twisting away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Panther first down.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Etor Gross Matos there to bring him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 8 coming up. On the toss, Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Ricky. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Go,
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Check smash. Panther 11. Mike's 5-4. Come on.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete, right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's good.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Bengals 60. Panthers nothing. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they will take a knee here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Bengals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the early struggles continue as they'll sink.